camp dynamic in Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably the central feature of the game. It's a gimmick that really makes it stand out from any other open world game that has come before it, including Rockstar's own. We've received a ton of information about the camp and how exactly it works from the gameplay videos and preview impressions, so let's start from the very beginning. Why is there a camp at all? Well, there is a story-related reason for the camp. It sounds like the game starts with a robbery going very wrong. Dutch's gang needs to lay low for a while. As a result, they gotta keep moving, but as they travel, they periodically set up camp. The camp will move to a different location on the map only after completing certain main story missions. From reading a multitude of previews for the game, it really sounds like the camp is a living, breathing little world in itself. Now, I know the whole living and breathing world line has become a cliche over time, with pretty much everyone hyping up their game as a living and breathing world. But again, this is Rockstar we're talking about here. You know, the guys with all the money and 8 years of development time for a single game. So honestly, I believe them when they say that every single person feels completely unique and has their own schedule. Absolutely no one is standing in place. They are all doing their own thing, engaged in their own activities. Apparently, there are no idle animations whatsoever in the camp. It's completely dynamic. You could hit the focus button, more on that in a later video, and speak to everyone in the camp at any time. Apparently, the dialogue is really great and ranges from fun banter to straight up outlining a new mission for Arthur to go out and complete. If you fail the mission and come back, the dialogue actually changes to reflect your failure, which is something we saw a bit of in GTA 5. If you spend plenty of time with a particular person, it sounds like the dialogue will change to reflect this as well. You could even look at yourself in a mirror, focus on it, and talk to yourself. These dudes have thought of everything with this game. The tight-knit vibe of the camp doesn't stop there. You could do a random nothing action like pouring yourself a cup of coffee, and an NPC at the camp could approach you and start a conversation, ultimately leading to the start of a mission. And these missions could range from random side activities all the way to mainline story missions. All of this contributes to a more organic take on the Rockstar open world formula. There's less of the, go to an icon on the map and trigger a mission type of thing, and more of just talking to people that you see, and by the end of a conversation, you might start a mission. Let's not forget about the members of Dutch's gang itself. Arthur's bros, if you will. If I had to guess, these are probably the guys you'll be interacting with most at the camp, and they'll probably have the most to offer. You could bond with them around a campfire and sing songs as we saw in the gameplay trailer, but from the preview impressions, they made it sound like all of the gang members are real dicks to Arthur. Which I guess makes sense since they're all dirty, disgusting, trash bag criminals on the run. But come on, little Jack Marston is right there, man. Be a good example for the boy. It sounds like you could use the focus system to argue with your fellow gang members, or be friendly and play various minigames together like cards, fishing, and my favorite, the stabby stabby game. You'll probably get different dialogue or options depending on how you treat each member. Last but not least, you could invite fellow gang members to go hunt with you for supplies or accompany you on missions. Keeping up with the theme of customization that is prevalent in Red Dead Redemption 2, you can spend money to upgrade your camp or maintain it in various different ways. By doing this, you increase your bond with people in the camp, but more importantly, you unlock new missions. If you bring meat to the camp's unofficial cook, he'll interact with you more. You can upgrade Arthur's tent, and by doing so, you could add little things like rugs. Arthur's tent is also the place where you could change your clothes, sleep, or fast travel to other places on the map. You could even upgrade Dutch's tent, and this will unlock a map that allows you to fast travel to other settlements that you previously visited. Wow, okay. You think that's enough stuff for one area in the game? And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's probably going to be a bunch more crap to do at the camp once we get our hands on the final game. But I do know what some of you are thinking. Conversations, maintaining tents, drinking coffee. I don't want to do any of that shit, man. I just want to be a badass cowboy, ride around on my horse, and murder things. I get that, I really do. Luckily for you, Rockstar has stressed that all of this camp maintenance and conversation stuff is completely optional to finish the main story of the game. If I had to guess, the only truly mandatory stuff going on at the camp are probably the main story missions that are triggered there, and maybe changing your clothes in order to access a weather-restricted area. But personally, I'm pretty excited to check this camp out and see just what it has to offer, and if all of these gushing impressions hold up over the entire playthrough. To compare the camp feature to another one of my favorite games, it really reminds me a lot of Clocktown from Zelda Majora's Mask. That town was always praised for having such interesting and dynamic characters. Clocktown also worked really well as a central hub because so many side quests were activated from exploring and randomly talking to townspeople at the right time. And that seems to be the exact same case here with Red Dead Redemption 2 and its camp. So that's about it for today. The camp is definitely one of the features Rockstar has not been shy to talk about. I want to know what you guys think. Are you excited for all of this world building potential? Or are you thinking, screw this, I just want to shoot stuff? Let me know in the comments below, hit that like and subscribe button, and remember, I'll have another video up tomorrow and every day leading up to the launch of Red Dead Redemption 2. Thanks so much for watching everyone, and take care.